We'll say the data shows the frequency of distribution of mark scores by students in a class test. So the mark will be X, and we have the frequency to be X. So we have 2 here, 2. We have 3, 4. We have 3, 4, 5, and 6. We also have 5, 3, and 1. So A, how many students took the test? B, what is the modal score? C, find the mean. So these are a typical example of a statistic question. So we'll have to work on that now. That's our first question. So the first question says, how many students took the test? How many students took the test? So we say solution. A, how many students took the test? Now we see this is our frequency. That means the frequency is the number of occurrence of a data set. So we have 2, 4, 5, 3, and 1. So A, the number of students that took the test, we have 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 3 plus 1, which is equal to 2 plus 4, we have it to be 9. 9 plus 5, we have it to be 14. Okay, 2 plus 4, sorry, we have it to be 6. 6 plus 5, we have it to be 11. 11 plus 3, we have it to be 14. 14 plus 1, which is 15. So 15 persons. B. All right. What is the mode? What is the mode when we are talking about statistics? What is the mode? The mode is the highest frequently occurring number in a data set. So that is how we can obtain the mode. The most frequently occurring number of a data set is called the mode. Now, we have here 2 occurred 2 times, 3 occurred 4 times, 4 occurred 5 times, 5 occurred 6 times in this data set, and 6 occur just one time. So the value that occurred more in the data set is 4. So the modal score is equal to 4. C, we are asked to find the mean. How do we find the mean? This is a group data. How do we find the mean? First, we have to make our table. We have to make our table. For we to do that, we have this to be our mark, which is x. We have our frequency, which is f. We now write it out. We have our mark score to be 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we have the frequency to be 2, 4, 5, 3, and 1. Now we also have to produce f of x. We have to produce f of x, sorry. Now what's our f of x? It means f multiplied by x, which is 2 multiplied by 2, which will give us 4. 3 multiplied by 4, which will give us 12. 4 multiplied by 5 will give us 20. And 5 multiplied by 3 will give us 15. And 6 multiplied by 1 will give us 6. So summation of f of x will be equal to, now we have to tabulate that and see what it will give us. We have 4 plus 4 plus 20 plus 15 plus 6. We have it to be 57. Also, we have here to be 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 3 plus 1. We have it to be 15. Now, how do we find our mean? How do we write out our mean? Our mean, we already said the mean of x. That means the mean is equal to summation of f of x all over summation of f. It then means that our mean, which is x bar, will be f of x is 57. We got it as 57 divided by summation of f. Summation of f is 15. Summation of f is 15. So x bar is equal to 57 divided by 15. 57 divided by 15 to give us 3.8. 3.8. So this becomes our mean. This is simple how to calculate questions on statistics of this form. For more on this topic, you need to subscribe to this channel. Now, we'll take yet another question. We'll take yet another question of this form. So we'll have to delete this. So we'll take yet another question. For more on this topic or anything on statistics, you need to subscribe to this channel. Question: the table below shows the amount of money in naira which students have in their pockets. Now we have amount, the amount which is in naira, and the number of students. We have 10, 1, we have 20, we have 30, we have 40, we have 50, and we have 60. Now we have 3, we have 2, we have 5, we have 1, we have 4. We cannot put it this way. We also have this. Now, you say calculate 1, the mean, 2, the variance, and 3, the standard deviation. So this is what we'll be calculating for this question. That is what we'll be calculating for that question. For more on this topic, you need to subscribe to this channel. You need to subscribe to this channel. We are asked to calculate for the mean, the variance, and the standard deviation. We should note that we have our mean to be x bar to be equal to summation of f of x divided by summation of f. We have our variance to be summation of f of x minus x bar squared all over summation of f. And we have our standard deviation to be, or we'll write it as SD, to be square root of summation of f of x minus x bar squared all over summation of f. That means the square root of the variance. So that is it. Now, the first thing for we to do is to rewrite this out properly. So we'll write it out properly. We'll form our table. Our first table here will be amount, which is x This amount is X. We also have number of students, which is our F value. Now we have here to be this. So we have 10, we have 20, we have 30, we have 40, we have 50, we have 60. The second one, we have 1, we have 3, we have 2, we have 5, we have 1, and we have 4. Now, we need to produce f of x for we to get our mean, f of x. How do we produce f of x? So here we have f of x will be 10 multiplied by 1, which is 10, 20 multiplied by 3, which is 60, 30 multiplied by 2, which is 60, 40 multiplied by 5, which is 200, 50 multiplied by 1, which is 50, and 60 multiplied by 4. 60 multiplied by 4, which is 240. So summation of f of x will be equal to, we'll have to tabulate the whole of that. 10 plus 60 plus 60 plus 200 plus 50 plus 240, which is 620. That is what we'll get. Now, we'll have to write out our mean. What is our mean? Our mean, which is the number 1, solution for number 1, solution for the number 1, we have our mean to be equal to summation of f of x all over summation of f. Now, what is our f? Summation of f is equal to, summation of f is equal to 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 4. We have 16. So we have here 620 divided by 1 6. 620 divided by 1 6, which is equal to 620 divided by 1 6, which is 38.75. 38.75. Now, that is our mean. That is how we can obtain our mean. The next thing for we to do is to now calculate for how we can get the variance. So we'll solve for x minus mean. The values for x minus mean. We say x minus the mean. That is what we'll have to write out here. So individual values for x, that means 10 minus 38.7. This side, we'll have to tabulate this. Now, 38, 10 minus 38.75. 10 minus 38.75 is equal to minus 28.75. 20 minus 38.75, 20 minus 38.75 will give us minus 18.75. 18.75. The next one is 30 minus 38.75. 30 minus 38.75 is 8.75. Negative 8.75. Now, we also have 40. 40 minus 38.75. We have 1.25. Also, we have 50 minus 38.75. 50 minus 38.75. We have 11. 0.25. Also 60 minus 38.75. We have 21.25. Now we say x minus x bar squared. So we have to square this number. That's what we'll do. Of course, if we square the whole of this, the negative sign will go up. So we'll have 28.75 squared, which is 826.56. The next one is 18.75 squared. We have 351.56. Also, we have 8.75 squared. We have it to be 76.56. 76.56. Now, we have 1.25 squared is equal to 1.56. We have 11.25 squared, which is 126.56. Now we have 21.25 squared. We have it to be 451.56. So that is what we have. That's what we have. The next on the list is f of x minus x bar raised to the power of 2. That is the next one we'll find. That means this f multiplied by this. F multiplied by this. So 1 multiplied by this will give us 826.56. 3 multiplied by this, we have 3 multiplied by 351.56 is 1054.68. We have also 2 multiplied by this, 2 multiplied by 76.56. We have 153.12. Also, we have 5 multiplied by 1.56. 5 multiplied by 1.56. 5 multiplied by 1.56. We have 7.8. And 1 multiplied by this, we have 126.56. Then 4 multiplied by 451. 4 multiplied by 451.56. We have 1806.24. 1806.24. So we need the total. We need the total for all of this. So the total for summation of f of x minus x bar all squared is equal to, so we'll tabulate this. We have 826.56 plus 1054.68 plus 153.12 plus 7.8 plus 126.56 plus 1806.24. We'll have it to be 3,9 3974. 3974.96. 3974.96. 3974.96. Now, what do we need? We need this. We also need this. So the next thing to calculate is our variance. The next thing to calculate is our variance. So we have to clean this side of the board. The next thing to calculate is our variance. That means the second part. Question number 2. For more on this topic, you need to subscribe to this channel. After the variance, we calculate for the standard deviation. Alright, we say number 2. We are asked to calculate for the variance. The variance, as we have written before, is equal to the summation of f of x minus x bar raised to the power of 2 divided by summation of f, summation of f. So this is 16. This is 16. That is, summation of f is 16. So we'll find what it is with our calculator. We have 3974.96 divided by 16. So we have 248.435. Now, the standard deviation is equal to the square root of the variance, which is this, which you have written, which is equal to what we got as our variance is 248.435. So square root of 248.435. 248.435. Square root of 248.435 is 15.762. So that becomes our value for the standard deviation. That becomes our value for the standard deviation. So we write our standard deviation here. Standard deviation. So for more on this topic, you need to subscribe to this channel to get more tutorial videos on statistics.